Over the past year and a half, Brakes has done so much, it's just unbelievable. It's been really rewarding to see these hundreds of kids that we've sent through the schools. Well, last year when the North Carolina Motorsports Association presented Brakes with the Safety Innovation Award for the year, that was pretty special. You know, it just means that we're being recognized, Brakes is being recognized in mainstream media for what we're doing on improving our safety on the roads and for keeping our teenagers safe.
Brakes.
Be responsible.
And keep everyone safe. Everyone.
It's just amazing, and I know that we've done a lot to save lives and to make a big difference in families. And you know, it's really been a lot of therapy for me to go out and be able to accomplish this. You know, every day I still think about John and James and the reason why Brakes has started, but seeing all the progression that we've done and the driving schools, and you know, you get these kids when they're on their way into the driving school, they hate it. They don't want to be there, get up early on a Saturday morning, their parents are dragging them in, but then when it's time to leave, they think that it's awesome and they don't even want to leave. Brakes will always be about John and James, but it's really turned into so much more. It's about all the teenagers and all the stories that are coming out of our driving schools. We're affecting so many people's lives that we just really had no idea. And so I think John and James are proud of us. I just know they are. One of my favorite feedback that we have from the Brakes Driving School, we got an email from a girl that lives in Mooresville, North Carolina. She was driving down, she has a green light, and as she's coming up to the intersection, she's realized that this car coming from the other way with a red light is going too fast to stop. So right as she got to the intersection, she slammed on the brakes and the anti-lock brakes pump up. And she said, if I hadn't have went to the school and known what that was like, I would have done just the same thing as I did at the school when I first felt like the anti-lock brakes kick in, and I would have backed off or it would have shocked me. But since you guys taught me how to scan around, I knew what was going on beside me, I knew what was going on behind me, I knew what was going on in front of me or next to me. It just made me a lot better driver. So I slammed on the brakes. This guy ran through the signal, talking on a cell phone, never even paid attention, 50 miles an hour. And she said, I might have gotten killed, but I know I would have for sure gotten an accident and I would have got hurt and my car would have been wrecked. And she said, I came to the school and that saved me from that. Well, so my daughter, John and James' sister, Jessie, heard the story told, and she came up to me afterwards, and she's pretty funny. She goes, so Dad, was that true what that girl said? Yeah, I mean, she asked us if we would like her to come and share an experience, and that's what it is. And she goes, well, so then really, she came to Brakes Driving School and that saved her life. I said, maybe. And she said, well, it saved her from getting in an accident, right? Yeah. Well, so, but there would be no Brakes Driving School if it wasn't for John and James, right? And I said, yeah, that's right. So then really, John and James might have saved her life. And I said, yeah, that's exactly why we're doing this, Jessie. And she said, my brothers would really like that.
I would recommend it to every single person I know. It's one of the best things I've ever done my entire life. I love it.
Where we see this going in 5 to 10 years is Brakes being nationwide and having 10 schools simultaneously running around the country on weekends or on weekdays, and maybe even being a required course that some of the government can make you get as you get your driver's license to learn how to control the car. A lot of people, you know, they just, you know, they teach them how to parallel park, set them in the car, and off they go. But that doesn't really teach them how to drive the car. We teach them how to drive the car. And what we feel like is we're giving them, you know, several years of experience in that one day. And so I see this in the next 5 to 10 years just continuing to grow, and you know, with help from everybody that's been involved with this, it's amazing. And there's just no limit to how much good we can continue to do with Brakes.